What is up, everybody? Welcome back to stream number 6. Very happy to be here. Let's see. We don't know if chat is working or not yet, but, you know, that's always a gamble. Music, no updates there, no crazy updates, except for that today is the final day of our textures, for at least this page. I already picked out my texture, I remembered for once. Hopefully we keep this habit going. Switch over the camera real quick. But yeah, so I'm very excited. Textures has been a very big pain for me. I'm getting a lot better at them, so I can't say I'm bad at them anymore, but I don't typically enjoy them. I really like forms and, I guess, more geometric stuff, so, you know, I'm not a huge fan of these textures. Regardless, we are going to set our 10-minute warm-up timer and then get straight onto our last texture, only one left. We're only going to be doing one today because we do have to prep another page of organic forms. So we may do an organic form or two in our warm-up as well. But yeah, so let's stop yapping and get to drawing. So yeah, I hope everyone has had a wonderful day so far. It is Thursday, so, you know, almost the end of the week, almost Friday. We gotta love Friday, because then we get the weekend, which gives us more time to guess what do the things we love. And right now, that is art. And beautiful first line off the bat. Yeah, I truly hope everyone's Thursday is going well. Anyone would like to drop in, even though we have 0 concurrent viewers right now, tell us how your day is going. Would love to see that. Thinking about in the future too, making a Discord once the demand is high enough, so we can start sharing our projects and art with each other. My fear with this channel is that that's not even a fear, but I hope that people don't confuse this for just an art channel. I want people to be doing whatever during these streams. I know I preach about this a lot, but I'm never going to stop preaching about it because it's my goal. That's what this channel is about. Not about making streams every day, it's about having people join me in these streams every day. How fun would it be to have a whole giant... Oh, and there goes my camera. Jeez. Let's try to refocus, huh? We got a really good close-up of my hand, but we aren't really doing too well down here. Let me manually fix that real quick. Also, yeah, I changed my audio settings, so if the music is too loud, please let me know. I don't have any audio playback because I don't want it to sound too chaotic on my end. What was I doing? Fixing the camera. Let's go and do that real quick. Does this from time to time. Just going to manually set our focus down to here. Don't know why it does that sometimes. Get a quick reset so it's gonna auto-adjust. Wouldn't be a Kavel stream without some technical difficulties. Our lines are up to a much better start today, so I'm gonna do a pretty big line over here than they were yesterday. Not sure if the weather is warmer, my hands are less frozen. Really goes to show how relative your skill can be every day. Just got into Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen as well. Amazing show, loving the animation. Part of me does want to animate one day, but that is far into the future when I have much, much more time. Feel like if I get another hobby, I'll explode. One thing I've noticed as I've gotten more into art, calisthenics, and all my other creative hobbies is that I play games a lot less. I do, not to say that games are useless, they're very fun to play with your friends and stuff, but it's both not having the time for it and just finding more enjoyment from these things. So maybe video games just aren't for me. Maybe that's a statement that comes with age. Because I definitely just do love this more. And since I'm no competitive gamer, I probably see it as more of a passive hobby. Ooh, that line did not go well. This is a very active hobby. And passive hobbies are wonderful. They help recharge us. But at the same time, complacency with those, don't want to get preachy here, but complacency with those can be a bit dangerous. So we want to keep ourselves active. And I'll say it 100 times, that's what this stream is for. So I'm very glad for those who are joining me today or any other day where you're watching this stream. They are posted so people can always just kind of fake being with me, you know? Yeah. I always, I'll say this every stream too, I feel like I do the same boxes. Make this one converge really weird, because I feel like it. Madman like that. Man, I'm loving my lines today. These aren't day 2 lines, but they're lining. Kind of avoiding the camera there, move it a tiny bit towards me. There we go. Wonderful lines so far. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, as per usual, had a bit of a busy day today. I am working on a, oh goodness, a game project right now. It's a card game. Planning to post it maybe on itch.io, whatever you want to call it. I coded everything in Python just as like a text-based version, just to get the logic down, get some of my like make a class diagram or two. Just making sure before I approach doing everything in C, C# that is, and Unity, because I did not want to do Unity given the strange changes that have been happening with Unity. But OpenGL and the networking native to Unity would just make my life easier there, so I'd rather do that. Multiplayer games just seem to be a very difficult task in general, so. And plus, I'm more experienced with C, and so switching to JavaScript and doing all that logic, and even though I know React is basic, it is JavaScript. I mean, you can, yeah, or TypeScript, sorry, and all that stuff. I want to go more with the software route, so learning C and C equivalents, which I mean, yeah, Java is C equivalent. I'm just yabbering about this. I just realized I dozed off, like I was just busy talking. I didn't even realize that like I've done so many lines, and it looks like many of them are converging quite well. Hey, I'll take it. To have good lines on the final days of texture, or final day of texture page 1. I would be very glad with that. Oh geez, there, that's, so, huh. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Uh-oh. See, that's what I get for dozing off and not focusing. There we go. Wonderful. Remember, we're trying to work up to become faster than Delano. Oh geez. Art Master Delano. Good friend of mine. Fastest artist alive. Oh man, this box is amazing. I almost want to grade the convergence on that, but I'm very happy with how this one turned out. There's only 1 or 2 lines that are a bit wobbly, but other than that, like, they are pretty solid all the way through. I'm very glad for that. 2 minutes to do another box. Let's get her done. Very big box. We're gonna do a very big box. Should have probably done some, move my jacket back. Probably should have done some less bigger boxes for our organic forms. But, no, that was not a confident line at all. But my lines are decent today, except for these two. Man, there goes the charm. I took my finger off the page, so I'm much wobblier. Much more wobbly, I guess. This line was fine. It was that one. That one's messing up my groove. Don't want this to converge very much at all. Or the, I'll call this like the Z up and down. Actually, Z should be towards us, so Y up and down, I guess. The old argument of where Z and Y should be. No one seems to argue about X, but I see many people argue that Z should either be, you know, conventionally up or down or towards us, so depth. Regardless, it's literally all relative, so think it matters too much. Man, I'm getting technical today. I apologize. People are, you know, just leaving work. They're math-oriented jobs or whatever, and I'm bringing up axes and software development. I apologize. We will quit that soon. Whoa, whoa. I guess because this line is higher. Okay. We'll do this. One thing I do need to start approaching with my boxes is copying objects from real life. Or I should say referencing. But what this means is looking at an object and then estimating it with a box. So putting a box around it in my mind and then putting that box on the page. Because then that's getting good at referencing. That's good at, you know, looking at a person and being like, okay, this box estimates them. This is where I have to work. I feel like that's a very, very important skill, which I would do more when I'm sitting in anatomy, but we're still in the jail that is, what's it called? Textures. One day I will make like a little comic, and it's Dante's Inferno equivalent, but you know, instead of the Rings of Hell, it's Drawbox Lessons. Not that these are horrible, I've enjoyed every single one, but ironically, you know. So yeah, this will like almost be parallel. Which I know, so long as you have convergence, there's no parallel lines generally, but can only be so perfect. Ooh, wow, this backline converges quite fast. Meanwhile, this one. Yeah, these converge so slow that, I mean, estimating the points instead of just making them somewhat anti-parallel, or not anti-parallel, just non-parallel. And I can't feel like, this is so large I can't get a good starting point on it. Ah. And I smeared ink somehow over there. Well, timer's off. We did these. So yeah, let's do some ellipses and then some organic forms. We'll do an organic form right here and right here. So we'll do some ellipse lines. And even though, oh, oof, that was not a good line. And even though these are quote-unquote ellipse lines, I'm mainly just doing circles. Because to me, the higher the degree, the harder it is. Just realized I should probably put my phone on mute so we don't get a lot of buzzing. Not that my mic will pick it up. There we go. Because just so many people are messaging me. I'm so popular. No. Let's get back to it. Meh. Awesome stuff. Do some tinier ones. I feel like we're slowly getting more and more consistent with these. I'm feeling it today. These lines are awesome. Maybe it's just because I'm so happy about finishing this page of textures that I'm just on it. With ellipses, I've realized these 10-minute warm-ups are essentially just 15-minute warm-ups. So maybe we'll do a hard cutoff with the 15-minute, who knows. Oof, that's solid, nice. Okay, let's do some organic forms. Ooh, okay, this is why we do warm-ups. I was so solid over here and just fell off completely on that end. Okay, I'll worry about that in a second. We'll do the next one over here. Oof. The landing's a bit rough, but we're there. Nice. Do 1081. Really thin. Degree. Wasn't holding the pin completely correctly right there. Let's do very wide interior. So this thing's almost looking at us, and then we're gonna get over here and it's gonna become really thin. So it really moves away from us. Make sure. Maybe that was a bit too fast. So yeah, it kind of looks like it's going like, or confusion. Yeah, that may have been just a bad choice. I may have overdone it. Good stuff. Okay. Good warm up. Let's get to our final texture of this page. Thank goodness. Oh, just dropped that. And our final texture will be moving over to the ref section. Is it gonna load? Yes, a mushroom. Specifically, this one over here is a pine mushroom. These just somewhat look like it, and I wanted to get an estimate for what the 3D form looked like. Basically, I want this to be the 3D form. I want this one to kind of like represent what the edges will look like on it, and then this one for the interior. This is going to be a fun one to study. Let's not forget to set my hour timer today. 1 hour and 0 minutes. Awesome. And of course, I don't think there's much another place to put it, but the coconut looks a bit empty. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I feel like it just needs something going on in the center. Anyways, right here. Now that 3D form for the mushroom, I just realized we're not gonna have tons of room for that. We did it right here and then extended it downwards. The trick here will be not being worried about these, I don't know, little bristles from the soursop. So, do that, connect it downwards, and do all the fun lines. So, let's get studying, right? Move over here. And now, thankfully, this is circular. Our ellipse will be circular. All is well, all is good. And want to know what looks like a circle? A square. So we're gonna make a nice square to study this. Also be mindful to leave some practice organic form area on here, so once we do our new page of organic forms or our new page of textures, we can be somewhat practice for that. And man, my camera keeps losing focus today. Don't know what's about that, but I'm about to manually do it because that's a bit annoying. Going to configure it once again. Let's look at it. My pin there for reference. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna just set it for that, and if it looks horrible, we'll manage. Yeah, because as I get closer, it will lose focus, but I think this is a good distance. So, we have our circle here, so we're gonna bisect our lines. Oh, start our timer, forgot that. Hey, awesome, great to hear. Start our timer. Oh, geez, our chat isn't working, isn't it? No, we had such a good oh, yay! Okay, awesome. I was gonna say, we had such a good streak going. Perfect. Glad to see you're practicing as well. Glad to see somebody here. Yeah, awesome stuff. Practice makes perfect. So, gonna do our circle. It's gonna have to be a pretty tight circle. I've done much better circles. But hey, let's get back to it. So, we are going to have our circle in the center. Go into wrist mode. Uncomfy would be molding right now. Nice. Picking up those edges. ghosting as we do. Good stuff. We have a good base to work with. I'm gonna take a quick water break. I've been very thirsty for the past couple days. Maybe it's just because I was recently sick, so I'm still recovering a tiny bit. Oh geez, that was some sparkling water and I forgot to mute myself, so I had to hold that in my mouth. Oh, pain. Okay. I have a bottle today and it's not closing. Can't put the cap back on the bottle. Okay, hopefully I didn't close it I think I closed it too hard. Oh no, okay, we still gotta... Good, okay. Anyways, back to it. So, what do we have going on here? We do have a hole in the center of it. It's not technically totally like a hole. There's... Okay, it's not technically a hole. It definitely is a hole, but it's a bit misshapen, so we'll add a bit of a misshapen look to it. And then same thing with the inner hole. Almost looks like a triangle almost, but should have probably ghosted that one. Oops. Should be ghosting all of these. And I'm just gonna add a... Just represent this is darker. Okay, what else do we have going on here? So yeah, it almost looks like coils. You know, you have this goes there, comes back. Now these are going to be represented by silhouette matters here. So we will be basically doing... Wow, cannot talk today as per usual. We will be mostly doing silhouettes. We won't be drawing. I mean, you can't really draw these lines. So the hard part will be figuring out those. And then of course we have the edge over here. So let's draw that edge a bit. Thankfully this is a mushroom, so no lines are going to be perfect. Oh, jeez. Ooh, adding that kind of like second curve to it adds a nice detail. I get so protective with my pages for Drawbox. Like this thing I've been like lock and key. I don't want anything to like spill. I probably jinxed it now. Spill on it or anything. So I can't wait to be done so I can scan this, because this is hours upon hours of work. To lose it would be so detrimental. But at the same time, it isn't that we did it, it's that we learned from it. So if it was destroyed, I would be upset, but at the end of the day, we did it so we could learn, not so we could say we did it. Okay, outside, I have already decided, even before the stream, I wanted to do dots on the outside of the mushroom, or like this little lip part. I feel like it would look good. So we're gonna do that here. Side tangent. When looking at the side of this lip, since this is a circle, it will have these rounded edges to it, so we must remember to do that. Let's continue with our dots. Remember, less is more. So far. Sorry about the silence. I feel like after a couple days of streaming, you run out of stuff to talk about. Hopefully this music is good enough to keep the silence enjoyable. I guess dots are just so focus intensive, huh? Okay, so we have our dots around it, which I'm fairly liking. I feel like we could actually use some more Plus this is much bigger than it will be on the page, so. The two most difficult parts of this one will be the 3D form of the stem and the silhouettes of the center part. So how we want to draw that? To do a test one right here. I'm being all fancy with this box because I feel like it. It's going to be the interior part of the loop. Favorite character, thank you for filling the silence. Great question. Favorite character in media. I have to think about that one for a second. Which is even more silence, whoops. Favorite character in media. I mean, first, and I know this because I'm a weeb, whatever. Luffy? Yeah, man. I guess, yeah. Luffy? Because, like, there's no greater paragon. Maybe, what's his name from, Demon Slayer? Oh my gosh. With the earrings, I can't even remember his name, which is such a egregious offense towards how awesome this character is. Either of those two, because they're just always happy, or very kind, and even with those who are just blatantly evil, they have forgiveness for, which I find super endearing. So yeah, I just feel bad for saying like a stupid anime thing, but you know they have the most, like, in my opinion, Tanjiro. Yep. Oh man, I love him. He is such. I love the kindness. He is so kind. I love that, and I think we could all use a bit more of that. Tanjiro. No, yeah. But yeah, what is your favorite character? I feel like, hopefully it's not as. I feel like Luffy is so generic, but I mean, you can't really get happier than Joy Boy himself, right? Wait, no. Which reminds me, I need to catch up on, like, the 3 latest episodes of One Piece. So yeah, okay, anyways. While you're cooking up your response, we're going to talk about this mushroom silhouette for a second. So yeah, I kind of just drew these. I feel like they're going to have to be much thinner. So just a line, I guess. Some will be a doubled up line, some will be a single line, and some will be a broken line. That's our kind of 3 line types. So we'll experiment here. Oh man, this is going to take a long time to draw. Like all these different lines. Oh, whatever. So we'll do some random broken lines. Make sure they're all concentric. That will be a challenge of this, to make sure they're all concentric, but yeah. And then we're gonna do our, we could probably do like tons more of these, but I'm gonna like iterate through them. So next we have our single lines. One thing I've noticed, I'm awful with names. Like in media, I know this is a self-talk thing, you're supposed to tell yourself, oh, I'm good at names, but geez, like even in media, like watching Jujutsu Kaisen, I can only tell you Gojo's name, that's it. It's the only name I know. Zenin clan, I can tell you that. I mean, it's pretty rough. It's so bad because, oh, villain's interesting. Because they foil the main character a lot depending on the series. Can I only oh no, yeah, choose whoever you want. Oh, choose one, sorry. I didn't see the whole message. It was covered by the heart on my little display thing. Choose as many as you want. I mean, I picked 2, but yeah. Yeah, villains are super interesting. Definitely, One Piece has some, no offense, boring villains. I mean, they're just kind of like, zee ha ha, I'm gonna kill you. Like, or, you know, I'm gonna find the One Piece and kill you. I haven't found a villain that I found, like, very original. Then again, like, most villains, I don't think I've understood their story. Like, Hunter x Hunter, haven't really associated with any of those villains. Yeah, now that I think about it, who knows? Yeah, I probably should give a bit more attention to the villains. Now, one other part of this, the distance between these is important as well, so we'll have to kind of gauge that. Okay, I'm just gonna do a section because this is a bit excessive, right? No, oops. Wow. Because he cares a lot about his family. I don't think I've met him. Yeah, I don't think I've met him yet. But hey, it's gonna be fun too. Fun to see. Then again, I'm horrible with names, so I could have met him and not even remember. I just don't remember a character that's really likes their family. Okay, I'm gonna write down a correction here. Not a correction, but a note. Be blue caps. Careful of conversion. So yeah, we want our lines to be mostly blood techniques. Oh. It's coming back to me now. Blood techniques. Oh, okay, yes. Right now I don't know him as a villain. I only know him as a student. But yeah, that guy's cool. I think if I'm still getting the right person. If there's multiple blood technique users, then I don't think I've met him yet, but... Or I'm just skipping over it. I could probably Google this and resolve it instantly, but I'm lazy. And plus, we are drawing, so... But yeah, no, I do love these little hypotheticals. They're awesome. And they just test me about how horrible I am at knowing all these characters. Anyways, I like this. This looks good. So we're going to keep that. We're going to make... I mean, this isn't totally applicable, but make stem we want to make the stem proportionally smaller because this is a lot of white space, you know? So we want to get rid of that. And then also on the stem, let's add some like... We'll add some dots because this is a mushroom. Mushrooms are dotty. Just like that. Yeah, so now the hard part, the second hard part, is the 3D form of the mushroom. So we're gonna get to that, right? We'll do our lips. We'll mock up kind of how we do our lips over here. I'm very portrait mode today. I'm not feeling very landscape, but we'll do it regardless. So we have this. It would be easier just there we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. We'll connect that there. I know I should have done 2 passes and I made that same mistake yesterday, but it's just for reference. So let's go and look at our 3D form over here. Very cool shape. I like it a lot. So first things that we're going to do, because it is in the foreground, is we want to worry about the lip. Kind of like our coconut, it's going to have that lip. And then we're going to worry about the stem. And we're only going to do half of the lip because the stem's going to cover the other half side. So we're going to have our lip. And to kind of like do this. But yeah, villains can show some interesting traits because we find that in ourselves. And one thing I kind of liked about One Punch, ironically, oh, music player just broke, wonderful, is that some of the villains had some understandable ideas. And I like the debate. I don't like when it's too preachy, but I do like the debates that go on there. what we consider to be good, strong, a hero, all that stuff. Anyway, so right here, these are all flat with the ellipse. So we're gonna make it's kind of like our height vector, I guess. And here is the lip. That wrist tendonitis is really kicking in today. Shaky hand. Oof. Okay. Well, I'm not too happy with that, but whatever. I feel like it should be a bit deeper. Why is my wrist shaking so much today? We're gonna redo that ellipse. There we go. Okay, so now, without all these extra lines, since we kind of understood what we were doing, the lip. So yeah, the top of this lip is going to be parallel. Like the tangent of the top of the lip will be parallel to the major axis of the ellipse. Oh wow, I did that way too big. Well, some exaggeration won't hurt. Yeah, so one note. Make sure the lip looks symmetric. That's a very important part. Good stuff. So yeah, we're only drawing half the lip right now. And yeah, looking at this, I almost want to rotate this, so let's... Your ref's controls are pretty awful, so let's see if we can figure this one out. Alt? Nope. Control Shift. Oh, maybe it's just do this. Oh, jeez. There we go, and that's the snap. Okay. Look at this upside down to help us kind of visualize what's going on. So we're going to have another ellipse right here. There we go. Then this is going to meet up to that. That was a bit high, but... almost like a speaker or some kind of trumpet. I don't know. Once again, this was not aligned symmetrically. We should have drawn the minor axis so we could like have a good reference point for the half. Anyways, and then we're gonna have the stem, which is going to be another ellipse, mostly the same size. Technically, the degree would change, but we're not totally working with perspective right now. There we go. And then, of course, the lip will follow through. It's also important here to make sure that the lip actually goes through the form, or like we draw it imaginarily through the form so it stays consistent. So I'm gonna thicken up our lines that are the actual form. I just made a mistake that inspired me to do something cool. So this extra line right here kind of added like a sheen to it or something. I don't know, I liked it though. So yeah. Also yeah, the lip will have a bit of a 3D form to it. So we will need to include that underneath over here. Make sure to mark that. The lip is 3D. Okay, and then it has a rounded top. Can't forget that, so make sure to imply that there. Lip, or not even lip, that's the stem. Has rounded, like a chamfered edge. Good. Okay, let's see what else is going on. We do have these dots, and I don't really have much for these. Oh yeah, we do have... There are some dots. Maybe we'll do some dots, who knows. Those have been... not the best history. We also do have these tiny lines here. So maybe we can implement those right here. And then we'll connect some of them. And like before, we're only going to do a section of this. In fact, what we can do when we actually draw this is, since we're drawing these out one at a time, we can use them to estimate how much curvature there is. So the ones we draw next to it can slowly curve more and more or less and less. So we can help gauge how the curve is going throughout this. So the most curved will be over here. These are almost horizontal. The ones towards us are almost vertical. Yeah, be wary of these gaps too. I'm gonna do this in blue because there's a lot of crowd on the page. This and this. Now this is a mushroom, so symmetry, it's a natural thing, but symmetry looks better, right? It seems more cohesive when we have symmetry, so we want symmetry, basically, like this. This is the minor axis of the original form, and as you can see, we're shifted to the right quite a lot. So we'll make sure to adhere to that in the future. So we kind of crowd this down here with the lines, which is very good. I kind of want something to declare more that this is. Slowly wrapping around. It has it's a three-dimensional thing. Yeah, it has form to it. We'll see what we can do that. We are doing dots, so we can add some dots too. And dots can kind of follow these forms, I guess, to kind of convince the viewer that, hey, this thing does have form. We can decrease the size of the dots and make them a bit thicker over here because this is an edge shadow. And the dots closer to us will be thinner, or technically larger, but less distributed. There's going to be less of them, but they are larger. Go. And then, yeah, so to decorate the stem, we're not going to actually draw this. It's going to be more of a broken line up here. Because it's not going to be a perfect, solid cut, right? Actually, it could be, but, you know, not solid. Then we're going to have our hole on top. Remember, that one was not perfectly... whatever. We could use probably dots to fill that in instead of what I did. Remember that all the edges are bumpy. This is a natural form. Not super bumpy, but just enough. And then here, we could just do some more dots. Just around the edges and stuff. Actually, I'm not totally sure about it. Once again, we'll kind of do miniature ellipses around this to convince the viewer that, hey, this is actually three-dimensional. And then, man, this is getting crowded with all the notes. This area right here, too. Dark. That's the overhang area. So we want it to be dark. Cool. Okay, I think that's good enough analysis. I say we jump right into it. 30 minutes remaining. Lots of time. Hopefully. I'm gonna keep this right next to us. Man, I've been liking how these studies have been turning out. Looks like a weird little UFO. You know what? Since we're facing this way, we're just gonna do a little... We're goofing around. We're enjoying it. Dude, we're artists today. Oh my gosh. And then we could do something with this form to kind of discern that, hey, it goes like this, you know? Man. Awesome job, Cab. Let's hope we can replicate this going forward. Also, once we're done with this texture, we're going to take a moment before we do our forms, our next page of forms, to do our next page of textures. We're going to stop, and we're going to be like, okay, how many textures does a normal person do? Because I refuse to believe that this is the normal amount. This feels so crowded. I feel like too much. You know, it's usually 7 forms, but I'm coping. Whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. Man, I'm so excited. This looks wonderful. Let's recreate it. A bit more symmetrically as well. Man, I'm very glad to see that. But yeah, we could do a bit of a... I want this side. Like, if I'm going to do anything, I want... Here, I'm going to even make it darker just to make my point of how I want it to look. No, we're not pulling out the Sharpie of Doom. I like the Sharpie of Doom, but we won't do it. See, this kind of gives it... Oh, yeah, it's going up. So I want something like that. Over here, we have barely any of that. So lots of this. Lots of curve. So, we're going to start off with our lip. Ooh, now I'm getting nervous, right? I'll just, like, submit this with my critique and be like, look at this mushroom, not this one. Okay. Just planning out, slowly visualizing where the edges of this... I'm going to do a dot in the location I think it should start. And end. Man, I can see it, I can visualize it in my head really well right here, but oh yeah, let's look back at our rules, just a quick review. So yeah, edges right here we want to be solid, it looks like. We want to make sure this is symmetric, it lines up. So yeah, we'll make sure we do that. We kind of ensured that with these lines, but we'll continue. Yeah. What else do we have? I think the reason why this doesn't look too circular is I didn't do the recommended... You got this. There. Whoa! Okay, it didn't show on here, it didn't show in chat, but that's... I didn't know you could do emojis like that, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. So, yeah, we need to do these curves a bit better. Right? So we'll go almost all around. Yeah, make sure everything is symmetrical, symmetrical, symmetrical. Lip is 3D, we have this darker area. This is not solid, it's a broken line. I think we have solid lines for everything, but the interior lines and the edge of this. Alrighty, we got this. Thank you for the encouragement, we're gonna need it. Okay, let's get this. Maybe one day I'll add a donation noise. Actually, I don't even want money from this. I'll add like some kind of thing that like chat can vote and just like do a random noise to scare me while drawing. It'd be funny. Do I like this line? Oh man, if my hand wasn't too shaky. I used to be a percussionist, so, and I play piano, and that just destroyed my hands because I did not have good technique. Be better than me. Work on technique and the fundamentals first, please. Uh-oh. Those lines didn't necessarily connect, but I have an idea. Okay, more ink messed it up more, but who cares? Okay, we'll breathe. It's fine. We'll make it work. This is so nerve-wracking. It's my final texture of the page, and I'm already... Okay, whatever. So, now, we're going to draw our lips. Make sure it is symmetrical, and in the center of this. So I have my imaginary minor axis right here. This other line is really messing with my mind, though. Very tiny dot right there, just to help me imagine it. And we have to be careful. This is not going to be completely solid ellipse. Wait a second. I just realized we almost made a mistake. We have a lower ellipse and then we have a higher ellipse. Let's be careful not to mess this up, right? I almost did like a medium ellipse. So we have an ellipse right here, where all of this meets up almost. Ooh, I found out a cheat code. Wait. Okay, so we have our minor axis right here. I'm just plotting this out. Minor axis. This is my guide for the minor axis right here. We said we wanted a lot of curve, so we'll move this up a tiny bit. It's gonna be a bit stubby. Trust the process. I have an idea. This is me breaking out of my shell a bit. Oh, I'm happy. Other than this little mistake, I'm feeling pretty good. I have a reason for that, but I won't reveal it just yet. It's a bit of a surprise. That's pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's do a bit of a zoom in so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I have very light forms to help me sketch this out, but we're getting there. And I feel like for once, other than this line, which is going to nag me until I die, yeah. So we also want to add our little lip that we were talking about. Make sure it's continuous with the form. Good. We're gonna have our little dots right here meeting the form. These dots are gonna be essentially our lower ellipse. Now we're gonna start drawing the lines. I should learn the anatomy of a mushroom, like what these things are actually called. And I just realized I'm a bit unfocused because I put it on manual focus, so we're gonna put it on autofocus again. Hopefully it behaves better. Oh, look at that. That's some good behavior. Hopefully my hand doesn't ruin that. And we're mostly symmetric. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So let's add these lines in there. I'm gonna be extra focused about this, not thinking about anime villains or... Okay, I already messed up. Okay, and like we said before, we're gonna actually use these to denote how the form turns. So we're going to divide it up into halves, basically. And these lines, how much they curve, will inform the viewer. Sorry, my mind's all over the place. I know I said I'd focus, but jeez. Like I almost saw I thought my computer screen was dimming, which shouldn't happen because I have it set to not fall asleep. So I kind of confused myself right there. So I'm gonna make this line a bit thicker than most. I have an interior line right there. This is where those lines stop happening. It's gonna be super crowded right there. This is where the wall of the inner side meets the mushroom. It's going to get really dark in this tiny region over there. It's a bit asymmetric, so we'll do that. I'm going going to thicken up these lines. Just to give a good contrast about what's in the background and what's in the foreground. Look at me using all these big terms like I know what I'm talking about. Hint, I don't. Forgot to do those little curved edges that I was talking about earlier up here. It's fine. Also forgot to make it a bit bumpy like I said earlier, but it's fine. This looks like a weird, like, devil fruit now. God, I'm such a weeb. Whatever, we've accepted it. It looks like a little devil fruit, doesn't it? It's like a... Man, okay. We thicken up some lines and... do that. Yeah, get a devil fruit on our hands. And keep subdividing. My face is so close to the light, it's like blinding me. Man, this is really a testament to how much I've grown in art since I've started these textures. From like craziness, chaotic, weird stuff. I mean, this was only a couple nights ago. To like very intricate, detailed stuff like this. Very glad I took up this challenge. Have I enjoyed every second of it? No. But it was definitely an awesome experience so far. Oops. Bit of an ink spill right there. Oh wait, can you even see what I'm doing? Oh geez. Let's move it back, huh? I'm like so close to it that I'm like used to bringing it towards my like chest, stomach area. Yep, okay, so let's see. This is our lip. Really gonna start to thicken up this form right here. We're gonna add that little sheen I was talking about earlier, that side of it. We're gonna add the hole. Gosh, that's a lot of ink piling up right there. Let's not make sure not to bump it or anything. I kind of wish, yeah, I really do wish I rounded this a bit more, but don't want to overdo it. I kind of just did, but whatever. Add some dots to the edge. Darken this area with some dots. Quite a few too. It's a bit non-symmetrical, but I think it's looking wonderful so far. Except for this and that, but whatever. Start adding our interior dots over here. Gotta be very careful with this one. Dots are killers. Be careful from the soursop right here, the little edges that it has. I think that's a pretty good devil fruit. This part is kind of like hyper realism, and this part is a very thick, almost cartoonish shadows. I think that is a you see that and you're like, that is a mushroom. That is a mushroom. Let's add a couple dots to the inside here. I really want to distinguish it from the bottom part though, so we do have to be a bit careful. Thicken up this darker part down here as well. I think that's wonderful. I feel like this is this looks weird though up here, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. Yep, no more touchy. Looks like something out of those manga paint. Hey, awesome. I think that's a success then. Perfect stuff. That was it. So yeah, this is a pine mushroom. We'll write that down. Pine. Pine mushroom. And that, wonderful people, is the end of the first page of textures for Drawbox. Dissection, I should say. Probably over 2 months went into this, and I am proud. I'm not proud of this section, or this one, but I'm proud of the rest. If I could just redo these really quickly, I totally would tonight. But I'm very happy with the consistency and the effort I put in here, and I have definitely, without a doubt, grown since these textures. This one, we have bad days. But I'm so glad, and for the past 6 days, you guys have joined me, and for however many days we do this, whether these are unlisted private videos or not, that you can join me as we improve. I mean, think about it, we improved this much from just a page of art. Imagine how much we'll improve from 50 pages of art, or stuff like that. I'm very, very, very excited and glad. So, awesome stuff. I feel like I have to put this in a case now, just like hide it away until I scan it so it's digitized and the world can't touch it. Oh man, okay. Wow, awesome stuff. So, wow. With that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break, a water break. I'm just gonna go to the BRB thing. I'll still be here though. Let's drum roll if chat loads in. Awesome. And I'm just gonna look at other people's, pages of dissected forms and see the amount of textures, because I feel like I overdid it. So the next one, I don't overdo it. 'Cause man. Oh, also after this, or even during this, for those who want it, and I will be posting this in the Drawbox Discord as well, is that, what is it? I will be posting the Pinterest account, or the Pinterest collection, I should say, of all of the textures I've used so far. So if you guys want any references, now obviously don't copy me, but study these textures. They're great references. I think it's almost every texture I've used here. So yeah, I will be posting that soon, probably when I finish this or whenever someone asks. But yeah, so anyways, let's make sure we're doing the right amount. So yeah, Drawbox organic form dissections. And let's just see what the average is, because I know most people do about 7 forms, and the actual Drawbox image does 7 forms. Let's see how many individual textures they do, including the inside and outside ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. Okay, and I'm going to write that down real quick, because I feel like once I count this, we're going to... Okay, my textures, let me move over to OBS here so we don't get lost. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. So only 5 more. But still, there's 5 more. Oof. Ugh, I feel like I need a recount here. I'm gonna recount without being so annoying. Yep, okay. 31. So yeah, only 5 more, but with that being said, that 5 more was a heavy 5 more. And that's just the draw box page. Let's look at someone else's real quick. Just to get a good average, right? This person only did 4 forms, but they did do quite a few dissections per the 4 forms. Let's look at this person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. They did 26 as well. Okay. And it looks like they did the coconut much better than I did. I almost want to change mine now, but we won't. Okay, so we will try to do not that many. I'm going to look at the Drawbox organic form page again. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forms. One is super tiny. I guess they just had trouble fitting it on there. I also did 7 forms. And then most of them were split into 2, except for one, which was split into 3. And every 2 form of the, let's see, 6 forms that are split in half, so there's only 2. 4 of them only have 1 interior texture. 2 of them have 4 interior textures, if I'm looking at that correctly. Yes. And then 1 has several, or just, it's split in 3. And it has 3 interior textures and 3 exterior textures. So we'll do something the same. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They do 4 dissection cuts. 2, 3. Now this only has 3. 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah. Most of them have 3 dissections. The most have 4. Okay, cool. So, and it's good to always refresh and look back at the page. Let's go back to the game chat. There we go. Awesome. And let's draw some organic forms, and then we're done for the day. And we can celebrate, scan our pages. I'll also be scanning all of these pages as well to use in thumbnails and stuff. Good stuff. Okay, and then I pulled this piece of paper out, but this one's quite old. I want like a fresh, new piece of paper for these new forms. Hopefully we'll finish this in like 3 weeks, so another month. Who knows? All I know is I'm excited and ready for the next. Oh, I grabbed way too much paper. Okay, this will be our magic paper selection. Let's see if I can put the rest of this in the stack. I was like, my friend was giving me some trash because I spent $20 on a thing of paper. It's lasted me until now, and it's been probably about 4 months. Ever since I was doing the 250 box challenge, so it's actually quite a while. Let's get a water break, and then we'll also do some continued organic forms practice before we do them on this page. And heck, if I don't like it, I'll just do another page of organic forms. More practice, right? We want 7 forms on the page, at least 1 with 4 dissections, the largest one probably. And then from there, what's it called? The rest can be 3. I'm actually going to pull up Uncomfy's dissections just to know how this general size that I should make mine. Put that on my other monitor. Oh my gosh, whoa. This is what people in lesson 2 are doing. That looks so cool. I mean, probably not exactly, but this looks super cool. Here, wait, let's pull this up. Jamie? No. We'll do the big one for this. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Oh, it's small. That is so cool looking. I mean, I'm not sure if that is in the lesson plan or not. But regardless, that is super cool looking. Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh wait, lesson 2. I'm in lesson 2. I thought this was lesson 3. Oops. Stupid me. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're definitely, it doesn't look like we're doing this in lesson 2, but hey, maybe I could do this as a fun drawing thing on the side. Oh, jeez. Okay. Wait, beyond just came over me. I swear I'm not tired. I'm excited, guys. Come on. Okay, let's do some organic forms. We may need more than a page, but eh. I do think I have that. Uh-oh. Okay. I can feel the older page. It feels much lighter. So this is our older page, so if we need more room to practice on, we'll just do that. Whew. See, it's always the ending, but that was a pretty solid form. Bit stubby, but whatever. Good. It's because I'm arcing my wrist right there, so I need to stop doing that. Oh, we could probably go back to the chat. There we go. Ooh, that was way too high. Ooh, goodness. Thankfully, this is not the actual thing. Since this is smaller, it'll be a twofer. Loving it. That looks great. I need to make sure to leave some room for these areas up here. Good look. 1.2 done. Almost there. 1.2? Oh, 1 out of 2 probably. Yeah, I'm gonna assume. 1 out of 2 done. Yes. Only halfway there, and we're much faster and we're much better than we were before. 1.2 done. We still got that. Another 0.8 to go now. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What am I doing? Okay, focus up. And we have to remember to either shrink these degrees or expand them. We went from big to small to big to small. Don't do that. No, 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 no. No, it could be a 3-1. Yeah, I need to remember to, even though I'm not going to be referencing this, give more room. I'm going to bring the camera a bit towards me now because we're working closer. There we go. Stuff. Man, we have improved so much. I'm so glad. Continue with this marker. This is not the actual page. Feels much older than the other one. Actually, I know this is OCD telling me to do this, but yeah, this one definitely feels a lot thinner. It's been in my binder for quite a while. So this is going to be our practice page. It's okay. Decent. We need to magically fit 7 on here, so. Meh. Oof, not good at all. We can't improve. Better. Not good at all. But hey. I feel like the less room we have, the harder it is to make these. could have brought these closer to the edge, so we'll mark that. That was quite a good line. Okay, let's just practice some ellipses and then get to the main page, right? So like this would be a larger one, so we'd want 4 ellipses, and we still want the room over here. Yeah. I can't find a good reason to put 4 of these on here for some of them. We'll find a way. Also, for this, I will be putting my finger on the page just to help me make these lines a bit better looking. Good stuff. Okay, let's do the actual thing. 1 minute remaining. What a successful day. And yeah, we still have this side, so we'll save this paper for some other time. Don't waste your paper. There's so much art to be made. Focus up. No? We're not going to focus? God, these cameras make my hands just look grotesque. Jeez. Okay. No more autofocus for you. You've been bad. Wouldn't be a Kavel stream without a technical issue, right? Okay. Let's lock in. Big moment. Perfect. I mean, line's a bit broken. Who cares? I'm very happy with that one. As a first one, great job. Do one in the corner over here. Ooh, almost hit the page right there. Oof. Yo, wait. Oh, I have an idea. Instead of using this micron, which mid, right? How about we crack open a fresh, brand new Drawbox pen? Now, I'm not sponsored, but please go support Drawbox if you can. They're awesome. They do this for free, or you could pay, like I did, for the pins or the critique. I also recommend. It's $3 a month. You could probably do 2 lessons. You could do lesson 1 and 250 box challenge, and then $3 to critique both of those at the same time. And then just go into the Discord and ask for help as you do them, so you're constantly getting critique. It's worth it. Or just keep giving them money, $3 a month. That can be expensive, I definitely understand, but I would say it's definitely worth it, especially for the education that you're getting. But yeah, we're gonna do this with a fresh Drawbox pen, just to celebrate new beginnings. This is my Drawbox New Year right now. I'm gonna wear the pencil in just a bit. We're gonna do some lines. Oh, that feels awesome. Okay. Oh man, I'm in my element. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, we're in. We're locked in. Watch me like completely mess up my next organic form. Okay. So yeah, let's. Oh, where'd that come from? Is that my hands? Ink splatter. Yeah, whatever. Maybe we could do an ink splatter texture. My front thumb, maybe? Acceptable. Bit wobbly at the end, but very acceptable. bring this a bit towards me because I'm hanging off a bit. Trying to bring this really close to me. Decent. Take it. Tiny one. Whoa, what am I doing? Well, we'll have a tiny texture. Good. A bit of a bean shape, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 more and a lot of room, so we'll make these count, right? Oh, well, yeah, who cares? Not totally happy with this page. I say we redo it. Why not? This is just yet another warm-up. I say I'm okay with that. Because I had too many of these bean forms, so we'll do one more. The last one too. We're not playing that game, right? Maybe this is the lucky page, right? Let's keep it going. Smells like fresh paper. Wonderful. It's good luck. Not too sausagey, but it'll do. It's fine if they're not perfect because the texture's going on the top of them. True, but I'm OCD. That is a very true statement. But hey, I'm already liking these a lot more. The magic happened. That one's a bit strange, but whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. One big one here, one medium one there. Perfect. Very good. I like these a lot more. And that is 7. Awesome. Woo! Shaky hand at the end. Time to redo it. No, I'm kidding. Why is my hand shaking at the end? It's strange. I may have to do my wrist PT that I did back in the day for drumming. Maybe I'm flexing it too hard too. Just drop my shoulders, relax. Oof, still, who knows? Maybe it's extending my arm, which pulls on the carpillary, whatever it's called, vein, muscle, whatever it is. Tunnel? Yeah, okay. Good stuff, good stuff. We'll do our ellipses in a second. I'm gonna get a water break. Try not to spill water on this because I'm happy with this one. Mute my mic for once as well. I saw these weird sparkles in my hand. I'm like, what are these? I just realized. I'm not even sure if yeah, there. It's the metal from the bottle I'm drinking from. What in the world? That's because I've been like pulling off the cap like that or with my thumb. Strange. Okay, well, hopefully I'm not getting any, whatever, contaminated water in my system. So, line. This looks like a 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Oh, we could definitely do 4 on this one. Let's not worry about it too much and just draw, right? And I like these pens more because they don't bleed, because it's not like dumping all this ink on the page. They're pretty light in terms compared to the Figma Microns. And then there's the also, I don't know how to pronounce them because I always forget the word. Let me see if I have it on me. I don't think I have it in my bag on me. I think it's in my room. Yeah. Stadelers or stadelers? I don't know. Those bleed a lot for me, or at least in my experience. So yeah, we love the off-brand Drawbox pens. Man, I'm not sponsored. I'm trying this hard to sell them. Beautiful. Not as beautiful. Beautiful. Large, less large, so I guess we should do a super small one right here. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it larger. So it's kind of like getting closer to us and then further away. Do a large one here. Oh, this one's not looking too good. Do a thinner one right here. Wow, that one was awful. I mean, just be honest, awful. Whatever, we'll fix it. Better. Textured. Like our friend says, the textures will be going over it. Ooh, that's not my best work, but hey, who cares, right? Technically, all we have to do now is just divide everything up into 3s. Don't want to smear the ink, so I gotta be a bit more careful over here. Decent. Yeah, we'll do one right here for fun. Awesome! And thus begins an era. Yet another period of texture torture. Oh my gosh, we did it, guys. We did it. We completed our textures. Let's do like a, here. Hopefully we won't make this a bit too messy. This one can go over here. What I'm gonna do, oh geez, is we're just gonna look at everything we've done on stream so far. We did our peaches yesterday. We did the banana and tomato before that. No, coconut before that as well. Yet another tomato page. We'll add that to our pile of scrap paper to work on. We had Our Frankenbox. This was a scrap paper page, so we can add that over there because we still have some room on it as well. We had our Wagyu that kind of failed miserably. Looks like a petri dish. We had our bubble wrap. We had our okra. We had our bell pepper. Actually, I don't even think I did this on stream, but I'm going to add it to the pile. And we had the avocado. Yeah. And some more practice over there. And then the rest of this is way before the stream. So yeah, we've done a lot. We've worked hard, and it has clearly paid off. Not that our art is amazing or anything, but we are better than we were before. And I think that's the main goal, right? Oh, gee. Oh my gosh, my whole library has like fallen over. Oh my goodness. Sorry for peeking the mic, everybody. Should add a limiter. Wow. Okay, so thus begins an era, right? We've done an amazing job so far. Make sure all my scrap papers are actually scrap papers. Yep. Look at that. Okay, so lesson 2. This has been a very successful day. Very proud of our work, and if anyone sees any milestones like this at any time on any of these streams or videos or anything, please comment, please message me, please let me know. I would love seeing this stuff, and I love seeing this stuff that you guys create. So keep me updated. It doesn't have to be art. If it's a cool calisthenics move you've learned, or you did well in a sporting event, or you cook something that's just awesome. Huge. Let me see that. I would be ecstatic to see those things. So, without further ado, thank you guys very much for joining me today. Thank you for all the helpful comments, all the cool questions, everything. And yeah, I still don't have an end screen, so it's going to be a bit of an awkward goodbye. And yeah, that's all. So thank you very much. I'll see you guys another time. Bye-bye.